Hello and happy Wednesday! Today on the Busy Bride podcast, it's a solo wedding tip episode. I'm coming to you about ways to include your pets in your wedding day because, as a wedding photographer, I have seen many different ways that pets have been included in wedding days, both physically included and metaphorically included, if that makes sense. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
Hello and welcome to the Busy Bride podcast. I'm your host, Gabriella Marie, and I created this podcast to help you research vendors and learn valuable advice as you plan the most special and true to you wedding day of your dreams. Let's get started.
Okay, so there are a couple ways you can include your pets in person. I've mostly seen this with dogs. So the in-person ones are mostly with dogs, and then the more like not in-person uh, tips are with many other pets of different kinds. So the first thing you could do is a first look with your pet. I have never photographed one of these, but I've seen them on social media and I think it's so cute. The only thing to think of is if you have a white wedding dress on, just make sure your dog's paws are very clean and they're not muddy from the walk-in or anything like that, so you don't get any dirt or mud on your dress. But this is a really cute moment to capture on video or photos, just seeing your pet and being able to like hug and kiss them and snuggle them a little bit before you get married. And if you're already doing first looks with like your dad or with bridesmaids or with your partner, it's cool to have your pet included in that as well. So that's like, there's a lot of logistics involved in that. But if your pet is super important to you and your partner and you really want to involve them in the day, that's a really cute way to involve them. The second, like in person tip or way to include your pet in your wedding day is to have a pet of honor. So I've seen like a dog of honor before. This dog of honor wore like a lei almost. So it was like a greenery necklace that was really, really beautiful. And there were lots of flowers involved in the wedding day. So it kind of matched the theme of the day. The groom's parents walked this dog down the aisle when they walked down the aisle, up like at the towards the beginning of people walking down the aisle. So it was really cute for them to walk him down, and then he sat in the front row with them during the ceremony. And I got this really, really cute picture of the groom's dad like snuggling and kissing the dog right before the ceremony started. So there are lots of cute photo op opportunities with that. I've also seen dogs of honor sit or lay down up at the arbor with the couple getting married. I photographed an adventure elopement once, and their dog went on the adventure with them and laid down at their feet while they eloped in this beautiful park. So that's another option too. But having a pet of honor or a dog of honor is a cute way to like involve them in your ceremony even and just have them there with you. That I love those photo opportunities. And then another way you can include them in the ceremony is having them be the ring bearer. I photographed an outdoor like backyard wedding this fall, and the couple has I'm gonna blank on the type of dog. He's a really, really little dog, very spunky, lots of personality, and they had him be the ring bearer. So they had like a ring box, like a soft ring box or ring pouch, I guess, sewn onto the back of a little sweater that he wore. And it was a purple sweater and it matched the purple outfits of the wedding party. And so when it was time for the rings, the person who was holding on to him in the audience, I guess, like the guest who was holding on to him, kind of just plopped him down in the aisle and he took off running towards the couple. It was the cutest thing ever. The guests loved it, the couple loved it. I loved it. I got some really cute photos. He literally just sprinted to his humans. And so they were able to pet him and take the rings out of the little pouch sewn onto his back. and then one of their parents grabbed him and held him for the rest of the ceremony. So that was really cute and super fun. Just such a great way to, to include your pet in your wedding day. So those three ways to include your pet, those are great because then it allows you to just take a photo with your pet on your wedding day, which again would just be so fun to have that documented. They pets don't live forever, and so it's nice to document that they were there with you when you got married, or like that was the pet of the time when you guys got married. So those are great in-person options to have your pet included in your wedding day. So moving on to ways to include your pets in your wedding day without actually having them there, because logistics are pretty difficult to make that happen. And also, it requires your pet to be like well behaved and like okay off leash in certain areas, and like that's it's not the case for some pets. So you can have them infused throughout the little details of your wedding day. And these are all things that I've seen at weddings that I photographed. So a lot of them involve cocktail hour, actually, which I guess there's just a lot of room in cocktail hour for little extra details and fun touches. I have seen drawings of pets on cocktail napkins, which is such a cute way to involve them because these napkins are kind of everywhere in the bar. Sometimes they're on these little like standing tables that are out at cocktail hour, and they're really, really cute. Sometimes with like gold foil drawings of the pets. And these artists are so good at just capturing the face of pets. And it's not like a full color painting. Some of them are, but I've seen more like outline drawings of their pets on cocktail napkins. So I've really, really enjoyed seeing that. They're super cute. And those pair really well with drink stirrers that have the pet's face on them. And this could actually be like a picture of your pet at the top of the drink stirrer, like as the handle for the drink stirrer. So it's a cute little combo thing to have with like the cocktail napkin and then your cocktail drink and the little stirrer to go in the drink. Big fan of both of those. I think they're super duper cute. And then another thing you could do is instead of having specialty drinks named after yourself, so like the bride's drink, the groom's drink, or like your name's drink, you can have your specialty drinks named after your pets. So this works really well if you have more than one pet, you can kind of base it off of their personality if you want to. And then on the specialty drink sign, not only will it have their names on it as the drink name, but you can have little drawings of the pet or little pictures of them along with the name of the drink that's named after them. So that was really cute. I love seeing those. And it adds a special, unique, and personal touch to your wedding to have that, because I always look out for the specialty drink sign and make sure I grab a picture of that. And so that's a surefire way to get your pets included in your photo gallery, even if they're not there. This next option is something that I've only seen once before. I saw it at a wedding this fall. It was the same wedding with the dog of honor who was walked down the aisle. It was an open bar sign, so just alerting the guests, like, "Hey, this is an open bar. Have at it, have fun." But it said drinks on Kuma, which was the dog's name. So it was saying like, "Hey, drinks on our pet. Like he got you. It's all good. Open bar." And so it had like a little drawing of the pet as well. So that was just a really cute and I think more unique way to include the pet in the wedding. That's something I don't see as often as like the cocktail napkins or the specialty drinks. So it was really, really fun to see that, and I loved photographing it. And then this last tip I've seen a couple times, and it makes everybody smile who notices it and sees it. You can have, in addition to your cake topper, a little statuette of your pet on the cake with your cake topper. So this can either be like next to your cake topper on the top of the cake, or I've seen little statuettes of dogs at the bottom of the cake away from the cake topper, with like a little bit of icing on the nose and then a part of the cake dug out so it looks like they took a bite of the cake, some little crumbs around it. Super duper cute. again, with this grand scheme of things in the day, a super small detail, but the couple knows it's there. The guests who see it are like, "Oh, that's awesome." You'll get a picture of it, you can have that forever. So it's even though it's small, it makes a little bit of a difference to include your pet in your wedding day. So I hope you liked all those tips, the in-person tips, and also like the metaphorical "they're there but not here" tips. I have a dog myself, and so I love seeing when couples include dogs in their wedding day because they really are, or pets, like pets really are a big part of your life. They're a big part of your home life, and so it's special to be able to include them in your wedding day, and I think it adds a really cool, personal, and unique touch to your day. So that's it for today. If you like this episode, have been following along, and you've been liking these, please follow this podcast. Click the follow button. That would mean the world to me. It's a big way you could support the show, along with giving it a 5-star rating and review. That helps push it out to more busy brides and couples who are planning their wedding who could use this advice. So thank you for listening. I appreciate your time so much. Now go hug your person, and I'll see you next Wednesday.